Hello, one of the key skills you are going to need to solve quadratic equations is to be able to solve products of terms like this, where x plus 4 is multiplied by x minus 2, and the product is equal to 0. And the way we solve these is we know that this bit here, x plus 4, that's equal to 0, or this is equal to 0. We know that has to be true. So we write x plus 4 equals 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now when we get to this here, what we need to do is, as it's an equation, we have to do the same thing to both sides. We subtract 4 from both sides in this equation. We subtract 4 from here, and that cancels it out from this side. And we're left with x is equal to negative 4, because we subtracted 4 from both sides. In this case, we want x to find out what x is equal to. X minus 2 is equal to 0, so we add 2 to both sides. So when I added 2 to this side, that's going to disappear, and I'm going to be left with x is equal to plus 2. So there are my solutions. X equals negative 4 or x equals plus 2. Here's another example. We have x minus 5 times x plus 7 is equal to 0. So we know that x minus 5 is equal to 0, or x plus 7 is equal to 0. If x negative 5 or x minus 5 is equal to 0, that means that x is equal to plus 5. And we did that by, what we did is we added 5 onto both sides of the equation. You don't have to write this little small 5 down, but you do if it helps you. You're adding 5 onto both sides. And when you add 5 onto this left-hand side, x minus 5 plus 5 just gives you x. And 0 plus 5 equals 5. Similarly over here, we have x plus 7 equals 0. That means that x is equal to negative 7. Now, why don't you have a go at doing these two and see if you can do these ones, and then press pause and then have a go, and then press play again. Okay, have a go. Those two, press pause now and then press play to see the solution. Okay, there's the solution to that one. Hope you got it right. Have a go at one more. There you go. Have a go at that one and then press pause and then press play when you're ready. Got that correct as well. Now, how do you solve something like this? It's very similar to the previous examples, but the only difference is here now I have a 2x instead of a single x, and I have a 4x instead of an x as well. So we solve them in the same way. We know that this here must be equal to 0 or this. So we're going to write down that 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, or 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Now, part of solving an equation is we do the same thing to both sides. I'm trying to get x on its own. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the 3 on this side. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. When I subtract 3 from the left-hand side, I'm just going to be left with 2x. When I subtract 3 from the right-hand side, I'm going to be left with negative 3. Now I've got 2x is equal to negative 3. Now I divide both sides by 2. I do divide by 2 like that, and 2 like that. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. So x is equal to minus 3 over 2. And that's my solution to this side. That's very important to be able to solve that. Don't forget to finish this as well. If 4x minus 9 is equal to 0, that means that 4x is equal to 9. I added 9 to both sides. Okay, and as I said, you don't have to write down the plus 9 every time, but if it helps you to understand, then do. And if you just look at this left-hand side, when I add 9 to both sides, I have a 4x minus 9 plus 9. These cancel out. Minus 9 and plus 9 equals 0, you see. So 4x plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 9, which is 9. Now I have 4x is equal to 9. I need to finish that off. I divide both sides by 4, and I'm going to divide that by 4 as well. And I'm going to get x is equal to 9 over 4. And that's the solution there. Let's have a look at another one of these examples. Okay, we have 3a plus 2 times 2a minus 5 is equal to 0. It doesn't always have to be x. We've got a's here. So I'm going to start at 3a plus 2 is equal to 0, or 2a minus 5 is equal to 0. That means that 3a is equal to negative 2, and that means that a is equal to negative 2 over 3. Okay. Let's do the same on the right-hand side. 2a minus 5, and now I need to add 5 to both sides. Okay, it's an equation. I could do the same thing to both sides. In this case, I added 5. So that leaves me with just 2a is equal to 5. Now I divide both sides by 2, and it's going to give me a is equal to 5 over 2. Okay, have a go at those, press pause, and then press play when you're ready to have a look at the solution. There's the first one done. Now I'll do the second one. Press pause again if you haven't got this one tried yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to go 3y is equal to plus 1, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 3, and the 3's cancel out on the left hand side. I'm left with y is equal to 1/3. Always identify the answers, make it clear for the examiner. 2y plus 9 is equal to 0, so 2y is equal to negative 9 because it's subtracted 9 from each side. Divide by 2, y is equal to minus 9 over 2. Okay, I hope that helped.